Chances are you've done a few laps in a go-kart at one time or another in your life, but the kind of karting that happens at the Lamar County Speedway is definitely not for those who live life in the slow lane. Yeah, the Georgia Sprint Karting Association is based at the Barnesville track and includes some of the most aggressive young racers in the area. Good Day Atlanta's Paul Milliken is neither an aggressive racer or young, but he's live at the Lamar County Speedway this morning meeting some of those kids. Good morning to you, Paul. I never read what you write. You know that.
I am none of those things. I am not young. I am not aggressive. I'm not a racer, but gosh darn it, I'm here hanging out with some folks who are. Yeah, hanging out in Lamar County right now at the Lamar County Speedway, and this place is incredible. So when we first got here this morning, I started looking around and learning about the history. This place has been here since the 1950s, and so many future racers got their start right here. And in fact, I was told if you go to any NASCAR race or an Indy race and you ask folks, do you know about the Lamar County Speedway? They'll know this track, and they'll remember racing here in their karts when they were kids, and they've gone on to big careers. And speaking of, these three, I'm predicting big careers for every single one. So remember these names, remember these faces. And I told all of you, I'm a little nervous because like this is the rest of your life, is getting interviewed on live television about racing, and I don't want to give you a bad impression of sports journalists, and I'm not a sports journalist, so we're going to just try to make this as quick and painless as we can. First of all, tell me what your name is and how old you are.
I'm Lainey Weiss, and I'm 11.
Very good, 11 years old. Next up.
My name is Alyssa Vasquez, and I am 10.
10 years old, and last but not least.
I'm Cameron Weinberg, and I'm 11.
Very good. All right, so it's great to see you guys. So before we get to all the racing stuff, we got to brag on you for a minute. I know racers are very humble. You don't like to talk about your accomplishments, but there's kind of a big deal with you right now. So tell me what it is.
I'm #1 in the nation right now.
Okay, #1 in the nation right here in the junior class of kart racers. That's incredible. First of all, when you say those words, I'm #1 in the nation, what does that feel like?
I just can't believe it. I don't even know, like, I can't I can't feel it. Like,
yeah.
How am I?
It's amazing. It's great. Well, we are so proud of you. And then Cameron, kind of a big deal too. Tell me what you're ranked.
#2 in the nation.
Amazing, #2. So we've got the #1 and the #2 right here, you guys. That is so cool. First of all, let's start with you, Lainey. How did you get into kart racing? How did this happen for you?
About 2 years ago, I was riding by the kart shop, and I noticed that it's a go-kart. So we stopped by and we went in, and I noticed there was a go-kart there. A couple weeks later, we actually got one, and then I just got further and further into it.
Yeah, so it's only been a couple of years, but what is it about being behind the wheel of this right here? And this is your kart, so you're looking at this beautiful pink and black and white vehicle here. What is it that you love being behind that wheel?
I just like being free, just being able to drive that thing just out there with everyone else, just the competitiveness and just be able to do it.
Yeah, I love that. All right, so Alyssa, next up for you. When did you get started kart racing?
About 2 years ago, my dad said, we're just going somewhere, and he took me to this place, and he said, would you like to start doing this stuff? And I'm like, yes. So, and then I just started liking it.
Yeah, and the rest is history for you as well. So let me ask you the same question. When you're behind the wheel of one of these karts, what do you love about it? What does that feel like?
I just love really going fast. So going fast, like Lainey said, being free. Yeah. I like to be free and just go fast. That is very cool.
I love that. All right, Cameron, last but not least, when did you start kart racing?
Last year, my dad just went to Darren Tubby, DCT, just threw us into it.
Can I just say, first of all, like you said last year, you're like 2 years ago, you're already the best in the country at what you do within 2 years. I can't even imagine where you're going to be in 5, 10 years. What is your goal, Cameron? Where do you want to be in 5, 10, 15, 20 years?
Well, try to be the best racer there can be.
Yeah, all right. Now, I want you then to rank me. Do you think this was like an okay first sports interview? How do you feel about it?
Perfect.
Okay, there you go. So he's not going to forget me when he ends up winning the races at Atlanta Motor Speedway and all that stuff. Look, I'll take it. Okay, like I said, they've been doing this for less than 2 years, and they're the best in the country. I've been doing what I do for like 20, and I'm probably among the bottom 10 in the country. So I'm learning from these kids right here. Hey, will you guys go out and race for us in the next hour? Is that cool?
Yes, sir.
All right, more racing in the next hour.
Hey, Paul, Katie and I discussed it, and we ranked you #4 in this live shot.
That was really good. Yes, thank you.
Number 4 in this life.
Yeah.
Top 5 finish.
Yeah, there you go.
five.
Top 5 finish.
Top 5.
Congratulations.
That's
Your career
awesome.
is really taking off.
That's cool.
All right, the Lamar County Speedway is located at 930 Highway 36 West in Barnesville. If you're interested in learning more about the Georgia Sprint Karting Association, follow the links on our website and just look for the story under the Good Day section.
And coming up Monday morning, Paul is living the dream.